Mr. Higgins, obviously the last time you came here, you didn't get the result that you were after. But this time around, I sense that you feel that the W is something that you can attain.
Yeah, look, last time we went close with Anthony Joshua. We didn't do quite enough to win. I think Joseph's just got too much class for Dillian Whyte, so I think we'll get the win. But I do think it's a close fight, nearly a 50-50 fight. So I think the fans are going to get quite excited by the prospect, and it's one of the biggest heavyweight fights of the year.
What is it about Dillian Whyte that you think's beatable?
Look, I think that his style can be a bit sloppier at times, perhaps creating openings. Also, he had a massive KO in his last fight, but I think he's not a big power puncher by nature. So, if Joseph and Dillian are trading with Joseph's chin, I'm backing Joseph to put Dillian down.
Okay, and obviously confident about coming here. No qualms, holds no qualms for your fighter? Because, is this a fight that he could have been more comfortable with somewhere else?
No, look, we're happy to come here. I think the way the contract's written about judges and referee is fair, and we're happy with that side of it. I think the O2 is a great venue, and the atmosphere will be electric, and it'll be sold out. And the undercard is massive. I couldn't believe the amount of money that Eddie Hearn is spending on the undercard.
I thought that Joseph would go and take a big holiday, chill out, build that house. But it seems like he's hungry to get back up to the higher echelons of the rankings and challenge for another world title.
Yeah.
What would you say about that? Wouldn't you have told him to take time off?
No, look, it's a good thing. He's definitely hungry. Some fighters lose their interest. They've got a few million in the bank, might take some time off, might never come back. But the fact Parker's back so soon tells you that he is hungry and he wants to unify the division, earn his way back to a title shot, put more pressure on Joshua, beat Joshua, unify. That's the goal. So
you believe that he can beat Joshua? Because obviously Joshua would look back at that fight and believe that he didn't do things that he should have done. Your man would have think the same thing. Do you think that if they rematch it would be a different result?
I heard Joshua saying he should have put more pressure on and knocked Joe out. We wish he did, because he fought a very conservative fight plan.
Was you prepared for him to come forward and do that?
At arm's length, and he disciplined the whole way. If Joshua traded more, I think there's more openings for us, and we've got a better chin. Joseph too, looking back, he probably feels he could put more pressure on, let his hands go, get on the inside, remembering that whenever he did get on the inside, the referee is pulling them apart. So we think that if we had another go, we've learnt from the experience, and we think we can beat him.
You touched on the politics that are stopping Dillian Whyte from challenging for a title, and essentially put him in a position to take this fight. What do you make of that? Because obviously, in an ideal world, he's done enough to earn that title shot, but it hasn't come.
Look, even if he beat Pulev and became mandatory, the title shot might take another year or more anyway. So if he beat Parker, he's sitting just as pretty for a shot for maybe one of the voluntary defences or whatever. So I think this was a smart decision by Dillian, because he's going to make a lot more money than he would have going for the mandatory.
I get the impression that Joseph Parker's going to be fighting over a few more times. Would that be right?
Look, he's now a household name here, and he's a pay-per-view boxer in the UK. And if he beats Dillian Whyte, he's right up there as a prominent boxer here, along with Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, and then Joseph's name. He'll be a household name. He's on its way.
So thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Cheers.